Alright everyone, this video is just going to give you a tour of Unit 1, which I think is important early on just so you know where everything is and how it works. Alright, so week 1 you have probably already looked at. You had a discussion board thing to do and a bunch of videos to watch just about the course stuff. That's probably the most videos you're ever going to have to watch in 1 week, so but is what it is. One thing to know about this course is that it is faster than a fall or spring course. So in fall or spring we have 15 weeks to go through the material and then like 1 week for finals. In this course, I think it's like 10 or 11 weeks total. I don't think they give you a full finals week. I need to look at it. But just know that if this feels a little bit fast, it's because it is. So we're having to take a traditionally 15-week course and kind of squish it into that shortened 10 or 11 weeks. I actually teach dual enrollment regularly at Dobyns-Bennett, and there it's squished into 9 weeks. So it just, is what it is. What's kind of going to be the layout of the class is generally for the first 3 essays, we're going to read for a week or, watch videos, learn about the concept for a week, and then I'll give you a week to mostly just write. So that's kind of how it's going to be set up. When you have like 3 or 4 weeks for the research component down here, and we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I do try to give you a good bit of time because that can just, it's kind of a process and it is a longer essay. But anyway, back to Unit 1. This unit is all about reading and writing and the writing process. So week 2 here, you'll have several things to read. These are all like 3 pages. Generally just like things about the writing process that will maybe give you a new tool to use and give you some mindsets almost, or tools to go into the rest of our course with. So this is just kind of like general stuff that we are going to talk about throughout the semester. I will have another video for you about the essay itself that I will ask you to watch in week 2 as well. And then you have a discussion board that's kind of about these readings. So not too bad. In week 3, you'll have a couple little short videos to watch from me that will help you with your essay. And then you'll have a reading to do. It's not really, it's just like, here, let's look on it. It's just like a handout that gives you examples of stuff, and I will also talk about that stuff in the video. So you don't necessarily have to read this handout like word for word, but it's a good reference, and I think it does give some good examples of different ways that we can use like sensory descriptive words to make writing really effective. Your first essay is due on the 27th, and you can find, if you go to the assignment, it will give you, just kidding, I would have to be in student view, and if you click on the assignment, it will give you the instructions there. I am going to have a separate video going over the instructions, but really Unit 1 is pretty easy. Again, oh cool, yeah. Just go to like Unit 1 and do this basic stuff. Following that to-do list is the name of the game here. As always, if something is like broken or weird or doesn't work on your end, please let me know. I don't always know that unless you tell me. So, oops. Did I put that? I made that due date on the wrong day. I'll fix it. That happens too. I don't necessarily, I'm not good with numbers. Not even in a math way, just looking at them I get confused. But yeah, so that's Unit 1. Is not too bad. We're going to really just look at the writing process and